All right, good morning everyone, or afternoon, or the case may be. First problem after spring break here is the homework assignment. The first homework assignment of the week, problem number 1. It's actually problem number 1 on the thing too. So the first part of the question, you got two curves, y equals sine pi x, y equals x cubed minus 4x. And they called this area R. They asked you for the area of R. Pretty simple. If you just think about this as a rectangle, we're adding up rectangles. The width of each rectangle is dx, which I forgot to put there. The height of each rectangle is just top curve minus bottom curve. So we got sine pi x top curve minus the bottom curve from 0 to 2. I just did this on my calculator. Everything's just flat on the calculator integrated, and got 4. The second part of the problem says we have this line y equals -2. Says the region is split into two parts, right? But don't evaluate an integral for the expression for the area that's below the horizontal line. So the same thing, it's just area. So I got a rectangle. Notice that the line is completely below the sine curve, so the sine curve's out of it right now. So I'm only looking at the other curve. I need these 2 points of intersection. I didn't show that work here, so I just did that on my calculator. Sine pi x equals x cubed minus 4x. You can do intersection points on your calculator. I actually like to find zeros on my calculator, so I go sine pi x minus x cubed minus 4x, just bring it equals 0, and then I find the zeros. Did this on my calculator. I got zeros of 0.5391 and 1.67. Just found this on my calculator, so I dumped those on here. 0.5391 to 1.67, and now it's from here to here, top curve, which is the -2, minus the bottom curve, which is the cubic. And my answer to that one was, oh, that's it, because you didn't have to integrate it. Just had to write it, but don't evaluate it. Third part of this problem says every cross section perpendicular to the x-axis is a square. So now we have these little cross sections. We've got these squares coming out. So all we got to do is find the area of the square from 0 to 2. There are many cross-section problems. The square side length is that purple line right there, which is just top curve minus bottom curve. So what you see is the top curve, sine pi x, minus the bottom curve. And I'm squaring it because it's the area of a square, right? Sine squared from 0 to 2. It's got 9.978. And the last part of this problem is now we have this region modeling the surface of a pond. So this is the surface of a lake. We got water that has depth, and the depth at any point is 3 minus x. And it says find the volume of all the water in the pond, which is just the integrating all your little cross sections, right? So the cross sections are length times width times height in essence, right? So the cross section length and width is the area, is that length of that purple line again, which is the sine pi x minus x cubed minus 4x. It's got a little bit of width, which is dx, and then it's got depth, which is 3 minus x. Just did that on my calculator, integrated it, got 8.369. Pretty straightforward area problems. They're on every year, but this year, who knows, because there's only 3 problems, but pretty good guess you get a problem. Pretty basic, fundamental theorem of calculus type stuff. So that's it for that one.